Let's stay with the manifesto for a bit. And restoring the faith of Kenyans in the country's institutions of governance is one of the priority agendas for the Azimio la Umoja One Kenya coalition, targeting to facilitate stricter enforcement of leadership and integrity laws and to deepen the understanding of Kenyans on their role in governance. Chemutai Goin has the details of Azimio's vision for the country on governance.
The push for an all-out war against graft continues to dominate the Azimio la Umoja campaign speeches. Presidential candidate Raila Odingas and his running mate Martha Karua vowing to weed out the vice which has taken root in government and its institutions. In their manifesto that runs through the year 2022 to 2027, on the question of facilitating good governance, the party states that for the war against corruption to be won, gaps enabling the vice be identified and closed, while at the same time proposing a review of Chapter 6 on the Constitution on leadership and integrity. The coalition also notes that efficiency in provision of public service was crucial for Kenyans to have faith in governance. Other proposals include reforming dysfunctional government institutions, prompt payment to government suppliers to serve as an antidote to the perennial pending bills issue, enhancing citizen participation in governance, enforcement of accountability and transparency, and further, renew Kenya's commitment to the East African community and regional bodies, for instance, the African Union.
It's about leaving no one behind. It's about an inclusive society. It is about getting the necessary attention and resources to change the lives of all Kenyans. It's about an inclusive and holistic approach to governance to ensure that the young, the old, male and female, formally or informally employed, rural or urban, have a say in the stake of the land.
On what is seemingly the pet subject for the Azimio pair, the war against graft, in their manifesto, Azimio notes that the corruption monster undermined development and negated the ability of the government to deliver services to the public who are in dire need.
We will declare corruption a threat to national security and establish a specialized department in the security agencies for corruption surveillance. This we shall do within our first 100 days in office.
To counter the vice, they want the spirit of don't want, don't do it, don't dare, and trying to dissuade those tempted to dip their hands in the cookie jar. They also want legal and administrative reforms that will aid the fight fast-tracked, including expeditious investigation, prosecution, and trial of corruption-related cases, strengthening institutions fighting corruption, expansion of witness protection to encourage whistleblowers, acceleration of the recovery of proceeds of corruption and illicit financial flows, and also strengthening of the capacity of the investigatory and enforcement bodies. And after the flopped BBI process, where devolution was one of the biggest gainers, Azimio is not relenting in its push to have more resources devolved to the 47 units. In the manifesto, they want not less than 35% equitable share maintained, with another pledge to ensure county government functions still being performed by the national government transferred. Though the push to have a ward development fund has faced hurdles, Azimio avers that the wards need to be upgraded as a basic unit for development, complete with funding. They also intend to carry out an audit of the 10 years of devolution to identify gaps that have frustrated its implementation. In the manifesto titled The Kenyan Promise, plenty shall be found within our borders. Azimio also singles out the justice system as among those requiring reinvigoration. They note the blatant disregard for the rule of law, saying the culture of impunity must stop. They pledge to ensure justice is served for all, notwithstanding their status in society. They are advocating for digitization within the organs of the criminal justice system to enhance efficiency and mutual accountability between the three arms of government. On national security and safety, Azimio wants to create citizenry-owned security approach that considers the opinion of Kenyans in battling the various challenges. They also want implementation of police reforms on promotions, remuneration, mental health and general wellness hastened to enhance performance of the National Police Service. Other commitments include increasing the capacity of the security organs on cybersecurity, disaster management, and also enforcement of the laid-out safety standards for buildings and infrastructure projects. Other issues captured under governance are national ethos and values enshrined in Article 10 of the Constitution to enhance nationhood and strengthen patriotism. Chemutai Goin, Citizen TV.